What's up, guys? Mike Dolce here, four-time World MMA Trainer of the Year, and we are talking Andy Ruiz versus Anthony Joshua. Most notably, Andy Ruiz's 15-pound weight gain in the 6 months since beating Anthony Joshua and becoming the undisputed world heavyweight champion. Now, why does this matter? This matters because Andy Ruiz put on 15 pounds of slop before he fought one of the toughest opponents in his career. Yes, Andy Ruiz was able to knock out Anthony Joshua in their first meeting at Madison Square Garden. But for this rematch, Andy Ruiz clearly did not train appropriately, and he said as much. Now, this is not uncommon in an area I wanted to highlight for you. It is very typical for athletes to have some form of success and immediately go downhill from there. When they first met, Andy Ruiz made approximately $7 million for that first title victory. $7 million is more money than most Americans will make in their entire life. Andy Ruiz, who has been a journeyman heavyweight to a degree, was able to go out and earn the world title and the spoils that come with that. Unfortunately, that new money issue is a problem, as Ruiz has admitted to constant partying, to not training, not listening to his coaches, and, quote, training himself primarily for this fight. And by training himself, he means going out and overeating, buying Rolls Royces and new mansions. Not a way to train for one of the toughest tests in his career in Anthony Joshua, someone who was looking for payback. Now, Anthony Joshua lost 10 pounds in the 6 months since losing that fight, which tells me, as a coach of combat athletes, Anthony Joshua is serious. He is focused, and he put in the work to reclaim his world title. Anthony Joshua, last time they fought was 247. This time, 237. Anthony Joshua looks like a bodybuilder. He has that amazing physique. When you look at a guy like Anthony Joshua, you say, damn, that is an athlete. Andy Ruiz, on the other hand, even their last fight, the first fight, he was 268 pounds. He looked obese, no disrespect, but as far as BMI stats go, he would be considered morbidly obese. He was able to get the win, but he wasn't winning the fight when he landed that big punch that put Joshua down. Some could say a lucky punch. I would never say that as being a combat coach, because there's no luck inside the squared circle here. There's no luck inside combat. These athletes prepare, they have a specific skill set, and they see these openings that the rest of us just don't see. So credit to Andy Ruiz for that first knockout victory, come from behind knockout victory. But the $7 million spoiled him. The knockout victory overbuilt his confidence and inflated his ego, not taking Anthony Joshua seriously, as clearly demonstrated by his lifestyle. Andy Ruiz weighed in at 283 pounds for his most recent fight, which was a loss. That was last night, unfortunately, in Saudi Arabia. Now, purses. Anthony Joshua, the A side in the equation, though being the challenger, earned $85 million. $85 million for this fight. Andy Ruiz was guaranteed $13 million. Now, if you have $7 million in the bank and it's more money than you've ever made and you're living a lifestyle you never thought you would dream, and then you know your very next fight, you're going to double that. To some people, maybe like you and I, well, that's going to motivate the hell out of me. To other people, that's going to wipe all their motivation away because Andy Ruiz is set. He's done. And maybe, now I'm speculating, in Andy Ruiz's post-fight interview, he said, Let's do fight number 3, the rubber match, right? Why not? Joshua won the first, or Ruiz won the first, Joshua won the second. It only makes us assume there's going to be a rubber match to which both guys will make even more money. And maybe Andy Ruiz just called in sick for this training camp, knowing the third match will be the most lucrative. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? What do you think about Andy Ruiz's 15-pound weight gain? And I had a little conversation with Ariel Helwani and John Kavanaugh on Twitter over the weekend where they were speculating about what this weight gain will be. Could it be pure lean muscle tissue? Andy Ruiz gained? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Nobody's gaining 15 pounds of lean muscle tissue in 6 months, especially as a high-level competitive boxer. You have to be a high-level competitive bodybuilder and most likely on boatloads of PEDs in order to do that, right? Lean tissue we're talking here. Ruiz didn't gain that. He gained an excessive amount of non-functional body mass, subcutaneous visceral body fat, water retention. Of course, nothing that will add benefit. My response to Ariel and Coach Kavanaugh was simply put on a 15-pound weight vest and see how well you perform, because that's what this is. That's what body fat is. That's what this is. It is a 15-pound non-functional weight vest. So go do your best run right now, and then tomorrow put on a 15-pound weight vest and try and match that run. Go and spar the toughest person in your gym today, and tomorrow spar them again with a 15-pound weight vest. Obviously, it is a clear handicap. It is a clear detriment to your performance. Andy Ruiz, in my opinion, intentionally held back his performance, quite probably simply due to his own ego and new money syndrome. He's got the money. He's going to spoil his family. He's going to take his time, enjoy life a little bit because it's been such a grind. And before you know it, fight was here and he wasn't ready to get ready. I'd love to hear your comments. Please leave your comments below. Subscribe to this channel. Bang! Give this video a thumbs up. And until next time, boom!